Alright, another video and another set of carbon wheels to unbox. These ones are from Windspace. But before I do unbox these, my shop is just getting more and more full of Windspace bikes. Obviously, I've got my Windspace G2 over here. And I also brought a few group sets for the shop, and these are the brand new 12-speed Ultegra. This is the new crank. And the first build that we got to do on it is on a Windspace T1500, which is sitting right here. So yeah, the T1500 is pretty much ready to go. We fully integrated everything, like all the cables are integrated. It's obviously running the brand new 12-speed wireless group set, and I think it looks absolutely sick. I'd be so keen to get on one of these bikes. Considering for the price point that you pay for a Windspace with an integrated bar, I think the frame's about $2,200, $2,500. The bars are about $400, so you're in only like $3,000 on the frame and the bars, when a brand new Cervelo S5 with the same integration is $8,000. So obviously the battery is in the seat post here. It's got multiple junctions at the bottom of the battery now, and so each cable just goes down and either plugs into the rear derailleur here or the front derailleur, and that is the only cables on the entire bike. The rest of it is fully wireless from the shifters, so you have to charge the shifters, and you come around here to the back of this, and that's how you charge your battery. So yeah, that bike is pretty much ready to go. We're just waiting on SRM and a saddle. He's already got his own wheel. So yeah, once all that stuff kind of shows up, we're gonna take a few photos of it. I think it's gonna look absolutely sick. We're still gonna obviously wrap the bars and kind of give everything a finishing touch, and then I think it's gonna be a pretty sick build, and it's not gonna be absolutely ridiculously expensive, considering it does have the brand new 12-speed group set on it. But we're now gonna unbox my second set of wheels that I've had in the last week, because I need these for tomorrow. So this is what Windspace sent me. This is their Loon 60mm. This is more of like their standard entry level carbon rim. The Hypers that they sent me last time are full carbon spoked, whereas these ones actually just have alloy spokes. But other than that, the design and the quality of these are very, very similar to the Hypers. The only difference I can really tell is just the spokes. And they kind of have like a different carbon weave. So if you look at the weave between the Hypers, as you can see, they're kind of like different shades of carbon the whole way down. It kind of changes color. Whereas with these Loon ones, it's just full carbon. And these ones are more like a matte grey rather than a black as well. They got slightly different shade, and they don't have quite as many different layers of carbon on these. So if you have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I have quite a few sets of carbon wheels. I've got the Dura C50 tubulars, and I've got the Dura C75s, and they're also tubular. Obviously they're super quick race wheels, but I think the world is slowly heading away from tubular. There's just so much maintenance. I'm pretty sure at the moment I've been waiting 2 or 3 days to get my tubulars ready. So I'm currently re-gluing my 75s at the moment because the tubs got punctured at Southland. So I've got 2 brand new tubs, and these are bloody pricey as well. They're super expensive. And obviously you have to faff around gluing them all. So these have like the second layer on at the moment. So yeah, they're super quick, and I really do like my 75s for time trialing and on the big, really like flat stages when I used to do tours. But I think the world is slowly moving away from that. And something like this that's tubeless ready, super quick, good bearings, and at a good price point, this is going to be a super fast wheel. And I'll be really interested to compare this 60 Loon to that old 75. That 75 is probably a good 8 to 10 years old now, whereas this is kind of like brand new technology. Probably not as light, obviously not as deep, but it's going to be just as good, I think. Alright, it is a new day now, and it has been raining in the Masterton for like the last 3 days straight. So I ended up, that last clip, I was going to go for a ride and test the wheels, but the wheels didn't actually want to be ridden in the rain. And we finally got a little bit of a break, and me and Keishan have been putting on the roof racks on my new car, because I picked out like an Audi station wagon. It's more like a team car and like CyclingTom car, and this is it here. So yeah, I picked this car up a few weeks ago. Pretty much just wanted a station wagon for the shop because I'm kind of sick of driving the work van, and I finally got the roof racks turned up today. I got the bars and the racks like a week ago, but I've just been waiting on the fitting kit because I ordered the wrong one. And yeah, these are quite important, so that like $20,000 worth of bikes don't just come flying off the top of my roof. So yeah, we've got the new Windspace on the Cannondale at the moment. We're going to take this down, just kind of put them up there to test the waters and where they're going to sit, because I am going to put a fork mounted one in the middle of these 2 full bike racks, so I can get 3 bikes on the roof and potentially 1 in the boot because it is a wagon. So we'll grab that down, we're going to take it for a little bit of a ride. And pretty much right on cue as we're about to go for a ride, the rain's come back out, and I'm pretty sure Caleb said it's forecast to be thunderstorms for the rest of the night. So if we get 30 minutes in on these wheels, I'll be pretty happy, because it has been absolutely pissing down, like some of the worst weather we've had all year. I'm pretty sure the most rain we've had all month has been December, and it is meant to be summer, which is a little bit off. Woohoo! I haven't actually ridden my road bike in a long time. I'm just kind of waiting for the boys to show up. Thought I'd just go and check that everything on the wheels are alright before I go and ride them for the next however many minutes, because who knows how long they're actually going to be able to ride. So yeah, I've had a few little niggly bits and bobs going on in my life for the kind of taken a toll on my head for the last few months, but I think I've turned a little bit of a page and head's in a better place. I really want to kind of kick back into training, because I've got some real exciting stuff overseas planned for next year for the channel. I'm going to like 4 or 5 different countries, so really do need to get fit again and concentrate on that. I'm just at the end of kind of getting over there and kind of focusing on myself, so need to get back on the bike, and no better way to do that with 2 new sets of wheels in 2 weeks, which is a good way to put a smile on someone's face.
So old Tommy, who don't know how to ride.
It's not my fault the glass jumped up, ripped into my tyre.
Need to put your green bottles away at night.
Yeah. Alright, so not quite the review I wanted to do, or the ride I wanted to do on the Windspace Loon 60mm wheels. So I ended up doing about 12k I think, and got a puncture. Yeah, that's completely out of my control. I literally left at like 7 o'clock after work, had like 45 minutes to an hour to go for a ride, so didn't really have much time, and now it's dark outside. But anyway, my initial thoughts, obviously got a little bit of glass in here. Pretty unlucky that I get a puncture on a brand new wheel with a brand new tyre on it as well. But sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. But other than that, the wheels felt really, really good. I'm not gonna say they're better than the Hypers. I still think on the Hypers, they were like the real like wow factor, like holy moly, these things are so stiff. And I think that's purely down to just the carbon spokes. When you jump on these, you still feel really good, but it's when you kind of get over 30 kilometers an hour with the 60mm on here that you feel real good. Like we did do a few like quick stints, and we did like, you know, up to 40k an hour, and then when they're kind of like sitting in there, real aero tuck at 40k an hour, they do feel really, really good. I feel like these wheels would be really, really good on like a long straight crit course, not like a super windy one. I think I'd use the 38 Hypers for something where you're out of the saddle a lot, but on a long straight crit course with long sweeping corners and stuff, I feel like these would be really, really beneficial, super aero. But yeah, that's kind of like my initial thoughts. Obviously I want to ride these more. I think they look absolutely sick on the bike as well. Besides the fact that how they ride, they do look absolutely sick on this bike. And I do get my Scott foil back, hopefully end of this week, starting next week, and I think I'm going to leave these wheels on the Scott foil the majority of the time, and then have the Hypers on the Cannondale. But yeah, that's my initial thoughts on the Loon 60s. Super, super cool wheels. Can't wait to actually like get to a club race and actually ride on them when I get fit. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If you haven't given it a thumbs up, please give it a like below, and 60% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, we're going for 20,000 subscribers. If you can hit that subscribe button down below. Cheers for watching.